Now let us understand all the logical operators. Okay, what is the functionality of the operator, and then we are going to write the truth table for the same. So the first operator is not operator. Okay, so this operator operates on a single variable, and the operation performed by not operator is called complementation, and the symbol we use for it is bar. Okay, so if you write any variable and then if you write the bar above it, okay, so then it is a not operator. Okay, you can also use the tilde symbol or the apostrophe. Okay, so x and then apostrophe, in that way also you can represent the not operator, right? Okay, so it is always the opposite of the same. Okay, you can think of the switch. Okay, so whatever the state that the switch is in, either it is in a on state or off state. If it is in a off state, so if you press it, that it will become on state. If it is on, if you press it, it will off. Okay, so if it is 0, when you apply that operation, then it will become 1. If it is 1, when you do the press operation, then it will become 0. Okay, so that is your not operator. So here if the value is 0, so 0 complement is 1. If it is 1, 1 complement is 0. So how will you write the truth table? So this is the truth table. So in the truth table, the not operator, it will operate on only one input. Okay, only one input you can give. Okay, so for the variable, for the value 0, if the value is 0, the output is 1. If the input is 1, the output of the not operator is 0. Okay, this is your not operator. The next one is OR operator. So it performs logical addition. Okay, so what is the functionality of OR operator? It is a logical addition, and the symbol used is plus. Okay, so it can be represented by x plus y. Okay, so x plus y, so it is not the addition, it is actually a OR operator. In a Boolean algebra, plus represents OR operator, right? Okay, so how you can write the truth table for that? So okay, so how will you draw the truth table? The values are, it performs logical addition, and the OR operator, it will take 2 or more input. Okay, the how many inputs the OR operator? Minimum 2 inputs should be there, but you can have more than 2. Okay, so if you are having 2 inputs, okay, what is the output? So that is what you have to learn. So this is my truth table for OR operator. X and Y are the inputs. Okay, there are 2 variables. So X can take the value 0 or 1. Okay, Y can take the value 0 or 1. For the value of X, and Y also take the value 0. When 0 plus 0 is 0, X is taking the value 0, and for Y the value is 1. Okay, that is for all the possible combinations, X can take the value 0 or 1. Similarly, Y also can take the value 0 or 1. So totally it comes to 4 different combinations. Okay, so when you are having a OR operator, the value of X and Y can take either 0 or 1. Okay, if you are having 2 input, then you will be having 2 to the power of n combination. Okay, 2 to the power of n means, so 2 power 2 is 4. So you will get 4 different combination. Okay, 2 0, 2 1s, 0 1, 0 1. This is how you have to write the truth table. Okay, and then so 0 plus 0, the value is 0. 0 plus 1, or 0 or 1 is 1. Okay, so that is, you can think of it as any logical statement. That is, you will be able to hear the audio either through your headphone or through your speaker. Okay, so if any one condition is satisfied, then the output is true. Okay, so it is not a plus operation, it is a OR operation. So I am combining two logical statement. Okay, if any one is true, the output is true. That is how you have to understand the OR operator. If x value is 1, 1 or 0 is 1 again. If both the inputs are 1, then also it is 1. At least if any one of the input is high, the output is high. That is your OR operator. So next we are going to understand the AND operator. So the AND operator, again it will apply, it will minimum it will take two or more inputs you can have. It performs the logical multiplication operator, and you can represent it with dot symbol or cross symbol, or even if you are writing it without any symbol xy, then it is that it means that there is a multiplication operator in between, right? Okay, so here what is the logic of AND operator? Only when both the conditions are satisfied, the output is high. That is, you can think of our voting example. Only are you a Indian citizen? Yes. Are you is your age is greater than 18? Yes. Only when both the conditions are satisfied, you are eligible to vote. If any one of the condition is not satisfied, are you a Indian citizen? No. If your age is greater than 18, yes. So here age condition is satisfied, but you are not a Indian citizen. Will you be able to vote? No, you will not be able to vote. So here, if only when both the conditions are satisfied, then you will be able to, then the output is high. This is the logic. Okay, it is not the normal multiplication, it is actually a AND operator. When you combine two conditions, only when both the conditions are satisfied, only when all the conditions are satisfied, the output is high. So this is your AND operator. So now we are going to understand evaluation of Boolean expression using truth table. Okay, so we have learned the logical operators and or not, and the functionality of all the operators we have learned. So based on these operator, you should be able to evaluate the Boolean expression or logical expression. Okay, so it is one of the compulsory question. Draw the truth table for, and then they will give you the expression, right? Okay, so once you have given the expression, what is the expression given, how many variables are present in it, you first note it down. So here x plus y z complement, so plus represent or operator, y z y multiplied by z, there is a AND operator between y and z, and then there is a complement operator. After the multiplication, you have to complement the value, that is, you have to apply the NOT operation. Okay, so this is the expression. Once the expression is given, you have to find out how many variables are present. So how many variables? So here there are three variables, 1, x, y and z. There are three variables. When there are three variables, then you will be having 2 to the power of 3 combination. If you are having n variable, you will be having 2 to the power of n combination. Okay, if you are having 2 variable, 2 power 2, 4 different combination. If you are having one variable, 2 to the power of 1, then you are having 2 different combination. That is combination in the sense how many inputs you can have, that I am talking about, right? Okay, so if there are 3 variables, then 2 to the power of 3, 2 into 2 into 2, which gives you 8. So there should be 8 different combination. If you are having 4 variable, then you will have 2 to the power of 4, so which will give you 16 different combinations. Okay, so once you have given the expression, first you have to write the input of the particular expression. What are all the variables? X, y and then z. First you have to draw this, you have to write that, and then you have to write the all possible combination. How you have to write all the possible combinations? So when you look at all the three values combined together, so it is 0 0 0. It is nothing but the binary value of 0. 0 0 1, it is a binary value of 1. 0 1 0, it is a binary value of 2. This is the binary value of 3, 4, 5, 6 and then 7. From 0 to 7, the binary equivalents you have to write. Similarly, if you go for 4 variables, 0 to 15 you should write. So if you want to, if it is very hard to remember, the easy method to remember is, for the first variable you write first 4 zeros and 4 ones. Next, for the second variable you write 2 0 2 1 2 0 2 1. For the third variable you have to write 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, so in that way you will be able to write. You have to write it in the same order only. Okay, because so this is the order, and we will be when we evaluate your answer, we will be looking at the final expression, final answer only. So in that case only, if you write it in a proper order, you will be getting the proper output in a correct order. Okay, so you have to write the combinations in the same order only. So when you have given the, after writing the input variables, the next thing is you have to do only one operation per column. Okay, so x plus y z complement. So here what is the first operation that you have to perform? It is yz. So first you have to calculate yz, and then you have to complement it, and then you have to add it to the value of x. So y multiplied by z. So y multiplied by z, how will you write? 0 multiplied by 0, that is 0 and 0 you supposed to say. 0 and 0, the value is 0. When you will get the value as 1? Only when both the inputs are high. So here for all the other inputs it is 0. Only when y and z values are 1, the output is 1. Right, okay. So 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1, it's 1. So now it is the yz result. So now you have to complement it, apply the NOT operator. If the input is 0, the output is 1. If the input is 1, the output is 0. So you have to write the opposite of it. So after writing the opposite, yz complement, now you have evaluated. Now what you have to do? You have to add it with the x plus. So it is 0 plus 1, or 0 or 1, 1. Okay, if any one input is high, the output is high. So 0 or 1, 1, 0 or 1, 1, and then here 0 or 0, 0, 1 or 1, 1, 1 or 1, 1, 1 or 1, 1, 1 or 0, 1. So this is how you have to evaluate the Boolean expression, right? Okay, so this is one of the compulsory question here. So you must learn how to do it. Okay, first you have to find out how many variables. Next you have to write whatever the number of variables. Then you write all the input combination, and then for each column, okay, each column you must do only one operation. Okay, so if you write it properly, then you will get the answer correctly, right? Okay, so this is what we have learned today. So you please practice this question. Okay, so next that's all for today's session, dear. Okay, so remaining logic gates and the representation, everything we will discuss it in the next session. Thank you, children.